Okay, y'all know what we're here for, and it's not even a surprise. I've probably played 50 plus hours of this game so far, and I got the chance to talk to a bunch of the characters and go through the whole story and everything like that, so I feel pretty confident about this. Easily say about these characters that this is way better of a roster than I think almost all Pokemon games. I can't remember exactly every single one, but almost all of them. It's very hard to even say some of these characters suck, but I will do it regardless. Bam, bam, bam. These three, in my opinion, are like the worst characters. Tega's probably the worst character in this game because he's just a brat, bro. I don't know. I feel like he doesn't contribute too much to Team Star. And you're probably wondering why I put Grunts above him. And that's mainly because I feel like the Grunts, you kind of got to know just a little bit why they're part of Team Star and everything. And also just, I'm black. I'm black. I don't understand why he would be first, all right? I think at this point, it's going to be a little harder to really organize everybody. So I'm going to just like move things around where we gotta go with the first character met in the game, Mom. Mom is a beats B character mainly because she makes really good sandwiches. Hey, she started our whole journey of Koraidon or Miraidon, whatever game you're playing, and she's kind of fine a little bit, for being honest here. But that's just every Pokemon game ever existed if it's a mom, all right? And there's a lot of very attractive women, especially in this game. I will get to, and if you've seen any of my videos or know who I am, you know I have a soft spot in a lot of these characters. Bam, 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 bam. If you're looking at this beats here, you're probably like kind of surprised because like this is the mid area, but in that, you know, I feel like anyone says mid these days, they're gonna take that offensive. I know a lot of people like Penny. I don't like Penny. I just don't think Penny's a very interesting character. But many people who play Pokemon like to stay indoors, keep them themselves, and also can be a little passive aggressive on a lot of things because I don't know, maybe they take things a little offensively. But I don't think Penny's amazing of a character, other than the fact that she did form Team Star. I just don't think there's much more. We have the Elite Four member Poppy. Poppy is the youngest and of all the Elite Four, I believe, ever. I'm not sure if that other ground type one is younger. I don't know by age. I just don't think she's very interesting at all. She's kind of, I mean, she's a little kid and she kind of whines and everything when she loses. You beat her an Elite Four member, and it's just like, I don't know. I don't think she has much to offer. She does really good as a side character, so support the rest of the other Elite Four members like Rika. There are a lot of A people in this A thing, so we're gonna have to go real quick. Here's actually A. At the back, we have the two professors, and I think it's mainly because the professors, they have their own storyline after you beat the first three. It's the main ending, and I won't say too much of it if anyone hasn't played it, but I think they weren't given a lot of attention, which is why the reason they're in bottom A tier, but they're actually really cool in the storyline, and actually and everything that happens with that last ending, the main ending, it's pretty sick, honestly. I gotta say, like, bisexuals out there, you guys are eating good in this game, honestly, with both these two. Either one, whatever you guys get, is pretty good. And a lot of other characters in this game. Kofu, the water type gym leader, is pretty sick. He supports gambling for kids, which is pretty funny. I think he's pretty charismatic with we see like him going into the first your guys' gym battle, and he's just a really nice guy. I like him a lot. I just don't like his line Veluza. What's it called? Fancy Veluza. I don't even know what it is. Something Veluza. Honestly, so smooth, bro. That man is a handsome black man. I think the only thing is not wrong with him is probably his hairline. It really reminds me of Vegeta. But he's your language teacher. Dapper man. I like his character design in general. Not a lot of black representation in Pokemon, I'll be honest. I think in the more recent years there's been a lot more, which is amazing. And it's really cool to see actually other characters who are pretty important to the storyline actually in it, like him, Time, Rhyme. So yeah, I don't know if it's Jack or JQ. I'm pretty sure it's just Jack, but he's he's probably like the typical professor who knows all the data and everything, like the Professor Oaks, Birch, Juniper. And I think honestly he's a really cool character, and he's just a really cool guy. He has a really cool hair design and everything, kind of split in between. Not many people can pull that off in real life, and not many characters should pull that off in anime, if I'm being honest with you. And he does a great job of it. I like his aesthetic. Tulip. Now you're probably wondering like, oh, we don't really learn too much about Tulip. I'm a simp, all right? This is the one character I will simp for and die on this hill. Now everyone has to have their character who's just like above everything else, and everyone's like, why? And this is my character, and just let me have my moment. She's amazing. She's awesome. Brusha, he's pretty sick. I like his aesthetic of like the snowboarding aspect, and that he got it on an injury, and now he's just kind of stuck up in that mountain. I think he wants to leave, but obviously he has a duty to do. I don't know what he does in life, but I like his aesthetic and how he's revealed as a character. And he has a pretty solid team, honestly. Ice types are way better in this game. And really just everything about him is just like so kind of cool, calming, and it feels like you want to go visit back with him, hang out. Little Melly. She is one of the team star members that were revealed first in any of the things. I thought she was the first person you have to fight, because usually in Pokemon games they reveal the first trainers and everything who you have to fight, and she wasn't. Technically, the person to the left, Giacomo, was the first person you're supposed to fight. And honestly, I love the way she be walking, bro. It's funny. I don't know. I think it's funny because like one of the characters, Ari, talks about like, oh yeah, you only got bullied because you're so cute and everything, and they just don't understand. I was like, oh, I can see that, honestly. I was like, I can feel that. And I think she has like a really cool punk style going on. Better than Marnie, all right? Giacomo is the best, one of the best, I will say. He's not the best team star member, but he's pretty damn close, mainly because I just like how the aspect of him being really supportive of his team, and he feels like he's the most down-to-earth. A lot of friendship in this game, it feels like, and not in the corny way you usually do, like in X and Y, with all those rivals you got. Rivals, quote-unquote. And I don't know, I feel like he's just trying his hardest. He used to be the class president, which is kind of funny that I put the current class president right to the left and better than him. But yeah, Mona is not bad, I'm gonna say it. For every single person who keeps saying the Mona is not a great character, or compares it to a different character, or whatever it is, dude, she's amazing of a character. I'm gonna say she is the best modern day rival we've gotten. And by modern day, I'm talking about all the way to like the 3D change, like, so like not pixel art anymore. Her as a person is like so predictable when she's gonna come. Every time you go to a gym, you know she's gonna be there. You know she's gonna try and support you. One of the best support systems, pretty funny, has actually a decent team. Not like an awful team, but a decent team. Almost like she's trying to take you under her wing like a big sister. She's like, oh, it's your first time being here, let's go. And just really kind of sharing her passion of Pokemon with you. And a lot of people are like this as a person. Maybe not for Pokemon, but just for like every other aspect in life. And I just don't understand why she gets so much hate. I was like, it's just Pokemon. I mean, this is the one thing we're in then. People in C tier, and I know you guys are probably scared looking who I have in the bottom here. You're like, bro, please don't put Rika in C. All right, this is the C tier. So I think Time isn't really too much of an interesting character. She comes in the storyline when Clavel reveals Clive and all that stuff that happens. And I mean, she just gets to Clavel in trouble, and that's about it. Gita's the most disappointing character, I think, in the game. Lappy Meta is hyped up really very much, and I think anytime you hype a character up in Pokemon, you're gonna expect to be let down. We're being honest here. Even of her team she has as a champion, she could be so much better if she switched her Pokemon's like order. She didn't need to end off with Glamora, because if you hit the Pokemon, you're not gonna get hit by the Toxic Breeze or the spikes or anything like that. If you put Glamora first and then King Gambit last, and whoever you want to put in between that doesn't really change too much. Then you are a crazy champion. Like your Pokemon, you still have Go-Goat and Avalugg as your teammates. If you put Glamora at first and King Gambit on the back and just like sweep, oh my gosh, would she be so much of a more difficult fight. And people will remember that more, but I think people won't remember Gita too much, mainly because she's just like the long-haired woman who's kind of attractive looking. Rather disappointing character in the game, honestly. Probably the most disappointing character in the game. Brassius, I don't know. I mean, other than his cool little ninja flip when he comes off the windmill, there isn't too much. He's just kind of like, gives us some little weird vibes and everything. I think it's cool that actually his design a little bit more, so I might have to bring him up just a bit, if I'm being honest here, maybe over Katie and Atticus was right there. But even then, it's like he isn't that cool. He has the whip, he has the dark vibes, the thorn vibes of grass type. So I think his design is pretty sick. I just think he's not a very sick person. Katie, she's a mom. Listen, I had a crush on Melody, and I now have a crush on Katie. And like this one line she says when she's about to terrestrialize, bro, that sent like butterflies throughout my body. But she's pretty cool. I mean, like I said, there's not really bad characters in the game. These characters aren't awful or anything like that. Just like you could probably learn more about them, or they could change them around just a little bit more and be better. Save for Atticus. I think Atticus, this is poison types. Poison types are just all kind of like, except Roxy. The rest of the gym leaders and really big specialists in Pokemon are just people with the poison typing, that is, are just ninjas. Like, it's weird, but I guess it's kind of cool. But Atticus is kind of cool with the painted nails and his aspect, and really a loyal person. But that's the thing about poison types. They're kind of loyal. They're pretty loyal. So I'll put a best section right here just for the fact of who are the best characters in the game. And I'll do S first, obviously. Iono is the electric type gym leader. Pretty sick. I like her aspect of being a streamer, live streamer, content creator. And that's just maybe because it's me, but also I feel like she does a really good job of, like, she says that she cares about more of her support and fans, and also just like the aspect of giving out a great performance and show, which I resonate with. I prefer doing that rather than winning. And I just think she's a really cool character. That's a really fun design. She has like the pixie goth kind of aspect. The Magnemites on her hair as hair clips. Woo, we got the school nurse. All right, meeting her. She seemed like, it's like, oh, she wouldn't be that amazing of a character. Boy, when you first like meet her, she comes off for all of her passions and everything. I kind of like, oh, I want the best for her, man. I want to see her succeed. Honestly, a great character, not because of that, but mainly just like hearing her passion, she goes for it. And it feels kind of inspiring that she actually wants to do better, and she's gonna be better along the way. I don't know, it's like a far shot. She kind of reminds me of a bit of Penny from Stardew Valley. Aerie is the best character of the Team Star for a good reason. I just think her loyalship and really looking out for everybody is really nice. Also, one of the cool things about her is that when she got made fun of in school for she was the jock, she was the character in school. For some reason, she got made fun of, which is, I think, is stupid. Her bully got bullied and she helped her out. And I was like, that shows a lot of character right there. I think Aerie is like the best supportive person. She was just like, who will really care for you? She's a ride or die, down to earth. Yo, Rhyme. Yo, Rhyme is technically the best gym leader. She's the ghost type gym leader. She has the double battles, and I like the double battle feature in most games are pretty sick. Like Raihan was one of them. Tate and Liz wasn't really fun on end, but she does it really well. And also her gym challenge is pretty sick with the rap battles and everything. Everyone boosting you up if you do really well. I think she's a sick gym leader, and she actually could beat you. If she had like the ghost dog at the end, that would be very scary of a gym leader. But she has a really sick team, probably the best team of all the gym leaders. And also, I don't know, I just like her aspect. I know she has that 90s aspect of a hip-hop artist, pop artist, and I like that. I respect that as a character. Clavel is a great character. They're by your side a lot of the time as being Clive, and he's look at smug looking guy right there. He's like, yeah, y'all know I'm the shit. Give me an S tier, buddy. But probably one of the better like directors, professors type deal. And this is just really has a good development. He's kind of funny too. But honestly, just much respect for him trying to be a better director for the whole entire school. And last in S tier, but the best is Arvin. Bro, his story is sad, man. If you really just think about it, his only friend is the boss Jiff. No, he's like his parents just like not being there for him. Just doing all their work, and it's really just the ending of it all. It's just like kind of sad. I mean, that man gotta go take a nap and everything. We have to keep a watch on him and everything. But he's just a great character, and also has the best team out of all between him, Penny, and Nimona. His team is actually crazy. At first, I didn't like him because he's being an asshole, but then as time goes on, you kind of understand why he's so like built that way. He really looks out for the main character of the game. He's like, oh, that's my little bro right there. He can be possessive of you as well as Nimona. The only person that's not possessive of you is Penny, which is kind of funny that she's in B tier. And the best, you know, the funny thing about this is 3 of the 4 Elite Four are in this, and that's very unheard of. I don't think in any game will you have at least 2 of the Elite Four as the best characters of that region. And I think it's just really funny because these characters are honestly amazing. You get to know who these Elite Four members are before even get the fight. I believe like people of this type do a really good job of being emotional, and I think he's kind of like just like a proud father, and he's a good trainer. He's really base. Next is Rika. A lot of people love Rika. There's a lot of fan art of Rika, not like the nasty fan art. A lot of good fan art of Rika. It's one of the best Pokemon in the game as her ace, which is Clodsire. Clodsire is awesome, bro. I love Clodsire. That's my boy. Pretty derpy, and it's kind of like her as the edgy girl she is, and the aesthetic she gives, because like her design, when you first meet her, a lot of people do think that she is not a lady, and I guess it's just kind of like the world we first start off with. But when you add to that the fact, you're like, oh shoot, she's a girl, and you kind of like really get to know her and kind of understand her as a person. And I'm like, damn, she is badass, bro. She is so sick. She's the one that interviews you at the very beginning of your whole Pokemon League, and I think that's awesome. She's just hard to like really beat as a character throughout all Pokemon. I think she's one of the top 10 best characters in Pokemon ever. Next we have Dendra. I love Dendra. I think Dendra is like your, if she could, she could be your biggest supporter. She's just trying to get better and everything. She's just kind of lonely in a lot of cases, trying to be better as the sandwiches and everything, just really trying to prove herself as a person. I think her optimism for not only for the academy, but also her friend Tulip, and she's 25, so I mean, Dendra, hit me up please. But I love Dendra. I love Dendra as a character. I think she was just one of the best characters, the best school character, and the best character in the game. Everyone knows this. Everyone needs to know this. I'm gonna end it right here. Larry is the best. Larry is awesome, bro. Oh my god, this is not much you can say about Larry. You just gotta play the game and understand who he is as a person. He's just a normal guy. So there's the full list for you guys right there. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing this and telling you my opinions on it, and I'll probably do more of this type of things and also more Pokemon content, so be sure to check it out.